Hello there, hopefully you're not sick of this look because I did have to film a couple of videos in the same day. Behind me I have quite a few goodies to get into, so in order for this video not to be 30 minutes long, I'm going to just talk about them very quickly and try to show you guys what my favorites have been lately because I haven't done a favorites video in way too long. I'm gonna start off with my beauty favorites because they're all in this cute little mug that happens to be my favorite of the month as well. And I got this at Target. I think it's supposed to be a reindeer, but I thought it was a fox at first. Either way, it's super cute, so I just had to get it. And I know I'm gonna get questions of what I'm wearing on my lips, so that's why I want to jump into this now. But I have just a little cup full of favorites, nothing too major just because I really haven't been buying that much makeup. So if you check out my other favorites videos, all the bath products and makeup products are usually the ones that I still use. So I'll start with what I have on my lip. It is part of the new Wet n Wild Fall Matte collection, and you guys know I've been trying to switch to very strictly natural products, but every now and then I will kind of cave and get some, you know, special occasion lipsticks, and these just happen to be some of them. And the one I have on right now is Bordeaux Boulevard, and it's this really pretty kind of deep purple, I guess. But my favorite is Urban Night, which is more of a, I guess I would say a burgundy toned lipstick, and I was wearing it in one of my videos that I got tons of compliments on. But for my natural girls, I do have some natural options, and the first one is another one that I've been wearing a lot. Sorry, it's noisy. And it's the Gabriel lipstick in Pomegranate. This I've been wearing for work because I started getting a lot of compliments on it, so it's like, why not? I'm not usually one to wear lipstick every day, especially colors like this where I'm just going to be insecure about it. But this stayed on all day long and I didn't have to really retouch it. It was such a pretty wearable red without being too crazy. I've also really been loving the Devotion Pacifica lipsticks, and I got one of them in my Petit Vour box, which was XOX, which is more of like a dusty rose pink, and I liked it a lot, but it did make my teeth look a little yellow, so it wasn't my absolute favorite. But then I saw Minnie from Mini Station wearing Firebird, and I completely fell head over heels and I had to try it because I love the lipstick itself, like the consistency and the wearability of it. The longevity for such a buttery lipstick was so great that I was already impressed with the formula enough to try the other shades. So I picked up Firebird, and yep, sure enough, it's been one of my favorites. Very similar to the Gabriel Pomegranate lipstick. It is at Target, and you can also get it online. I highly, highly recommend the Devotion lipsticks. They are incredible, and they smell really good. I'll go ahead and jump into the other Pacifica products that I've been loving so I can kind of get those out of the way. I own the Cellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara from Pacifica, but I never really liked it as much as other people did. I didn't think it really did anything. The brush was just too big for me. I just didn't really enjoy it. But I decided to try the other one, which is the Aquarian Gaze Water Resistant Long Lash Mineral Mascara, and I really loved it. The brush itself is much smaller, and it's more of a plastic one than a fiber brush, if that makes sense. And I love brushes like this. My favorite mascara, which is e.l.f.'s 3-in-1, has a brush sort of like this, and I think it's just awesome. I found the formula for this one to be a bit better for my lashes that are a little stubborn when it comes to staying curled for a long time, and I just really loved the formula of this one better than the other one. I have a couple of concealers. One of them is from Pacifica, so I thought I'd mention that as well. The one that I've been using a lot is Pacifica Natural Minerals Transcendent Concentrated Correcting Concealer. I believe this has coconut oil in it, but it is the best concealer I've tried in so long. It's more of a creamy texture, but it almost feels like there's silicone in it because it's so smooth and it doesn't crease, at least not for me. What I love about it is that it does color correct, and it doesn't have like super heavy coverage to where it just looks cakey and unnatural, but for me it still covers what I need it to, which usually is just under my eyes. Maybe when they're a bit puffy and I haven't slept much. I do put just a little bit on my nose for the redness, and I just find that this is such a perfect everyday concealer. Again, on the pricier side, but to me it's totally worth it for something that's vegan and works so well. You can just smooth it over your pores if you need to apply some on your cheek, if you have maybe like rosacea or something. And this is more of like a salmony tone But if you want a cheaper option, I also loved the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is a darker shade than me, obviously, but it's because I used it for my boyfriend. He went as a blockbuster zombie for Halloween, so I did special effects makeup. If you guys have ever played with liquid latex and tissues to be able to make the, you know, looking like your skin is peeling and all that stuff, you know that you need a foundation or concealer around that area so that it can blend into your skin and look more realistic. And I kind of convinced him one day to let me apply this on him, like all over his face, just for a daily basis sort of look, and it hid all of his imperfections, which aren't many because he's a lucky bastard, but he does break out sometimes, and I chose a day that he broke out to apply it. It is such a beautiful concealer. I mean, it really gives good coverage, but it looks almost kind of dewy without looking oily, and it was so easy to work with. I just absolutely adored it, so I might actually be picking it up in my color if I check out the ingredients and see that it's suitable. I do believe this is vegan, but I'm not positive. For primers, I've still been head over heels with my Fergie primer. It's not the most natural, so I try not to use it as much, but it is like my holy grail. It works better than any other primer I've tried, and I've tried all of the high-end ones, including the Urban Decay and Too Faced, and this just works, if not just like it, then better. But for an everyday basis, I try to use a more natural one, which is my Salmon All Natural Face Vegan Liquid Concealer as an eyeshadow primer, but again, you just don't want to use too much because it does start to bunch up a bit if you go overboard with it. Still not perfect. I'm still on the hunt for a primer that would do what the Fergie one would do for me, but you know, more natural. And I just hope one day I can find it. Now, I do have a few bath products, but most of them have remained the same. I wanted to mention this deodorant because my boyfriend has been using it and he's obsessed. He's been using it every single day. He went through a phase where he had to go through a ton of natural deodorants to finally find one that worked for him because he has really long hours at work, so he needed something that would stay on for a good long while and not give him a bad reaction. He has been loving the Schmidt's natural deodorant, and I don't know which scent he prefers, but I think it's the lime and bergamot one, if I'm not mistaken. Schmidt's was kind enough to send me a few of their deodorants, and I didn't even get a chance to put up a review, which I felt awful for, but at the time I was going through a horrible allergic reaction, which I'm still healing from. I'm so jealous. My boyfriend finally found a natural one that works for him. Their company itself is just incredible. Whenever I told them what had happened to me and why I couldn't film a review video, they were so freaking kind about it. I even offered to send all the products back because I felt so awful, and they said no, go ahead and keep it, just let us know how you're doing, and they were just so nice about it. So that gave me like a million extra points toward their company, and I'm definitely going to be supporting them in the future. One of the standout products for myself that I got on a Petit Vour box, as you guys know, it's like my favorite subscription service ever because a lot of their products end up being holy grail, like I mentioned a million times, and this is just another one of them. And it's the Root Science RS Youth Serum, and this is a daily facial moisturizer for all skin types. I have been using this overnight to clear any breakouts that I may have, and holy shit, guys, this thing is like a miracle worker. If I'm ever having a bad skin day, I'll just put this on at night and I'll wake up with the most hydrated, beautiful skin ever, and it's just amazing. So I highly recommend this. The next thing is this Desert Essence jojoba oil. Mine burst in the packaging whenever I took it to Brazil like a dummy, and I realized how much of a difference it made not having it in my life. So I had to get a big bottle of it for myself. And this is just pure jojoba oil. It's for your hair, skin, and scalp. I mostly use it for my hair, for the ends, so I can keep it hydrated, and it really does make a huge difference to how my hair looks. And I don't have it on today and I can already feel the difference. And when I do my coconut oil masks, I like to mix a little bit of this in it too, and I just wake up with the best hair ever, and it's really been helping clear up damage from all my bleaching. And then this Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Refreshing Cleansing Gel. It's an antioxidant intensive cleanser that lathers, brightens, and provides photoaging defense. Now, I found that this was an amazing makeup remover. I was using this one day after my Halloween makeup was on, and it removed everything so well. It was really nice and gentle on my skin while still giving me, you know, all of the benefits that I want from a cleanser. And when I don't want to use a scrub too often, just to keep my pores, you know, a little smaller, to aggravate my skin, I've been really loving using this. And I know different skin has reaction to different products, products obviously, but this has really been working for me and my skin has been pretty damn clear, so I can't really complain. And I'm actually using my next favorite just because I love it so much. But this Tangle Tamer, whatever. I found this in my room when I was cleaning because it was a disaster, and I could not believe that I had forgotten that I had this. I got it at TJ Maxx on sale a long time ago, but it's so amazing. My hair unfortunately has been shedding a bit more than usual, and this has really been helping because this is being a lot more gentle on it than a normal brush would be. So now for more personal favorites. I'm sure you saw these guys in the background there, but they are my new Funko Pops. I'm so excited over these especially. I have a huge collection already, but these definitely have to be some of my top favorites. I have a few from the Monster collection, including the Sea Creature, and I'll make sure to do close-ups of course. I have a little Frankie here, as well as Dracula, which actually I should keep next to my record player since that's who I named it after. And then I have Frankie's little bride. And last but not least, the box rolls. I have eggs and fish. If you guys haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. I'm just gonna name that another one of my favorites. It is one of the most incredible, beautiful things I've ever seen. I do think it was a bit too adultish for the storyline and the things that I heard them say, but it was still super amazing. And if you see the making of, you'll understand why I think it's so incredible. But it's such a beautifully made movie, and the characters I got completely obsessed with. So I'm just loving my little box roll babies. And these Funko Pops were actually a gift from my boyfriend when we went to Comic-Con. For jewelry favorites this month, I have to give a shout out to my Alex and Ani bracelets. I am obsessed. I've been wanting some for so long. They're based in Cali, I believe, but they use recyclable material, and I just think they have the most beautiful bracelets, and it's so nice that it's all meaningful, so they would make great gifts. And I've only collected 3 so far, and I gifted my mom 1, and I have my birthstone, a compass, and my Capricorn zodiac sign. So these are the 3 that I have, but I definitely want to own more. I also picked up a couple of planners from Target. I am obsessed with them. They're from the Sugar Paper line. I couldn't pick which one I wanted, so I got 2, and I'm gonna gift the other one to my mom, but I love them so much. I did post on Instagram asking you guys to pick which one you like the most, so let me know below which one you like the most too, so I can get more votes in. But this one has overwhelmingly gotten more votes than this one, but I love them both just as much really still. Last but not least is this record. I got it at Half Price Books because, you know, I'm like obsessed with that place, but it's Patsy Cline, and I have just been on a Cline kick lately, and the fact that I found this was just amazing because it's almost impossible for me to find her records for some reason, but I just adore her voice, and just listening to a good record and hearing, I'm gonna sound so pretentious, but I really don't care. You get to hear all of the beautiful instrumentals, how they really were recorded without any sort of auto-tuning or, you know, manipulation, and it's just such a beautiful experience to have. Now, I know I said last but not least, but I forgot one more thing that I wanted to mention, which is my Tracy or Tracky bag, and it's this one you guys saw on my review video of vegan leather handbags, like designer dupes. I'm so obsessed with this bag still, you know, a month later, and I think you guys seriously need to go check out her shop. She did give me a discount code that I added to that video, so go check that out if you want to get your own. But yeah, I'm still loving this bag, and it is my favorite of the month, of course, obviously. That's why it's on this video. So that's finally it for my favorites video. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see, and if you have any favorites of your own that you'd like to share with me, let me know below as well. I love getting suggestions from you guys for products because they usually end up being pretty damn awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for being here, and thanks for your patience with me and your support and everything, and just thank you for being such awesome people. Bye! You're gonna be my favorites video.
Why?
Because you're my favorite this month.
Oh, just because I bought you coffee?
Yeah.
Why are you following me now?
Because you're my favorite.
Look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he did my eyebrows, but like.
Come show my people. No, you gotta come over here. What are you doing? Okay.